obviously Daniel's got power. There's a lot of fighters, especially in the heavyweight division, with power, and the one that comes to mind is Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Now, you fought somebody like Mike Tyson, who was known for his power. Talk to me about Mike Tyson's sort of power that he had in the ring. You faced him twice. You know, he knocked a lot of people out. What was his power like? Because when I speak to people about Deontay Wilder, they say he's like a sledgehammer, that sort of power. What was Mike Tyson like?
I think Mike Tyson is a different cup of tea than Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's just got not one. If he catches you with the right hand, he can punch the left hook, and he's like a wheel. But you can't put Mike Tyson in the same bracket as Deontay Wilder, because Mike Tyson's a different league than him. You know what I mean? People like Bonecrusher Smith, they were very, very hard puncher. Tim Witherspoon was a very, very hard puncher. He's an undisputed champion, so a different class. But we're talking about a different era. Deontay Wilder's a good fighter, but at the end of the day, I think he's limited in a lot of different things that he does. But he's a champion, so you can't take that away from him.
Those are the words of Frank Bruno. Okay, now people have been wanting me to do a comparison between Mike Tyson and Deontay Wilder for quite some time, and the words that Frank Bruno said, I just have to co-sign on it, because me counterpunching, giving my 2 cents of Tyson versus Wilder, or the similarities, okay? Now, Tyson was significant due to his size and movement. He was able to get in the inside because he was a smaller heavyweight. He was 5'10". He was muscular. He was very swift. He was very skilled at bobbing and weaving. He had his own style, which Customato, along with Teddy Atlas, Mr. Rooney, these guys invested in Mike Tyson. He trained hard. He worked on certain defensive attributes because, again, he was smaller. So he needed to get in the inside of these bigger fighters that they were 6'2" and 6'3", which now that's not considered big. 6'5", 6'6", 6'8", 6'9", that's considered the norm of these times, okay? But back then it wasn't. But Mike Tyson was smaller, okay? And that was not that was an uncommon thing, but it was also to have that type of explosive power coming from a defensive-minded person like Mike Tyson, as well as a defense and a vicious offense. Mike Tyson had a left hook, right hook, left uppercut, right uppercut, jab, straight right, overhand right. This guy could hit you and knock you out and hurt you with either hand. Deontay Wilder's not that way. But the ironic thing about Deontay Wilder is that he is big. He is known for his size. And not because he's huge. It's because he's tall and lanky, and he possesses He possesses powerful punching power coming from his right hand. Jab, left hand, left hook, no effect. Right hand, he has a decent uppercut, but he normally doesn't use it because he focuses more on straight rights, because he's not an inside fighter. In order for him to throw an uppercut, he'd have to be on the inside coming into a fighter, or he has that fighter hurt already, in which they call the windmill, as Frank Bruno mentioned. That's the way he gets his opponents out. He doesn't put punches together really good, because, you know, they do give come off like a slapping effect. They look like a slapping schoolgirl or a windmill, or someone that is really not skilled, but he has a powerful right hand nonetheless, and he is a champion. Now, him saying that Mike Tyson and Deontay Wilder are not in the same league due to the fact they're not in the same era. Okay, so, you know, we can look at Mike Tyson. If Mike Tyson was around today, we would only have to see what he could do with the opponents of today. Wilder, same thing. We have to see what he can do other than people like Tyson Fury and Ortiz, because those are the only two people in 2 years that he's actually stepped up to fight. So we have to see what he can do with that right hand. Okay, you know, at an exception of Dominique Brazil, but he was a mandatory, so eventually he had to get his shot, right? But all these other fighters of this age, we have to see how he will apply that one punch pony with them. Okay, We have to see what he can do versus what we've already saw what Mike Tyson can do with the best, win, lose, or drew. Even though he was out of his prime or whatever, he still had a catchy style. He had an effective style, and he was more versatile. And like Frank Bruno said, Deontay Wilder is very limited. That's why a fighter that, like Mike Tyson, would get up under that right hand, throw his own left hook, hurt Deontay Wilder, put together punches, 2 or 3 punches on the inside that would really hurt Wilder. And Wilder would know how to handle that because he's never been caught with someone quick and fast like that. But this was the comparisons of Deontay Wilder and Mike Tyson, not actually these guys fighting together. I just gave you a little taste on what would more than likely happen if Mike Tyson in his prime would fight a prime Deontay Wilder, which is right now. So, that more than likely would be the case. Now, Frank Bruno has been in there with Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson showed Frank Bruno who he was. He was vicious. He was Kid Dynamite. He was ferocious. He fought with anger, but he also had skill. When you punched him, he was already in position to throw an overhand or a left hook whenever he dipped. That was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson had, you've seen visible skill, whereas Wilder focuses on the one thing that he knows that he's good at. That's a big difference. A shorter, smaller guy that has a plethora of different skills, offensively and defensively, versus a taller guy that's slim, that's lanky, that's also abnormally powerful for being that tall and lanky, having only one punch. But if you can compare the two, how would you really compare them? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Frank Bruno's comments. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.